Okay, hi YouTube again. Um, I wasn't actually thinking about making another video today. Oh god, the lighting's so shit. So finally, my neighbours have shut up. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a lot quieter. After like, I don't know, 8 hours, 10 hours of shouting and screaming children. Shit, I don't know if any of that even recorded my voice. I hope, okay, I hope it did, but my headphones are in, but I'm hoping it did record my voice. I wasn't planning on making another video, but, I watched this video, of a judge abusing his daughter, and then I saw a response video to it, kept to wait for the stupid motorbike to go past. Mopeds, I hate them. Anyway, I wouldn't. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's really hard for me to talk about this as well because it really upsets me because I've known people to be I've had friends in the past that got abused. I had a friend at primary school. I'm not gonna say who because it's particularly personal, and I don't want her to find this video and be like pissed off at me or anything. But I had a friend in primary. She had a porn. He was a porn director. I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but somehow I found. She told me when I was about 7 or 8. I didn't really know the importance of it, obviously, in those days. Evidently, she didn't know because she was innocent. She was just a little girl. She didn't know anything about this dirty stuff. She obviously was just too innocent. And I remember when I used to go into school, she'd always have some kind of mark on her. She'd say that her dad would lose her temper and stuff. One day, like, I'd walk into school and she'd have this big black eye, and I just used to look at her and I'd think, who did that to her, And the thought of a full-grown man punching a little girl in the eye, making her have a black eye, is just disgusting. I think back now to think that could have been him, and the kind of things he could have been doing to her. It makes me feel physically, like, sick. I look back on those days now and I think, shit, I mean, I wish I could find her again so that I could help her, because there's absolutely nothing I can do. Because I remember she used to come to school, she would say these really awful, like, sick stuff that a kid would not normally come out with. And to think that, fuck's sake, stupid mopeds, oh my god! Sorry, it's really upsetting. Because I know a kid of her age wouldn't normally be able to come out with that kind of stuff. It's just, she used to, like, say odd stuff and do odd things, and it used to rub off on me as well. I used to feel uncomfortable around her all the time because she had this really odd, like, vibe around her, but I never used to understand why, and now I look back on it and I think, shit, she's been abused, obviously. I mean, she'd say these overly sexual things that a child wouldn't normally say. She would come to school with a mark. She would come to school with bruises on her. And I used to say, what happened to you? And she used to be like, oh, I fell over, and, so how did you get your black eye? She'd say, oh, you know, I, I fell and hit myself on something, or whatever. But unfortunately she moved out of the area before I could come conscious of what was really going on. I really hope she got help. I really do. I mean, I don't know for a fact if she was abused, but there were signs, there were bruises on her body. She would talk about stuff that was really out of character for a little child, like really, really overly sexualized, you know. And I really hope whoever was brainwashing this poor child really does get what they deserve. Like, it's sickening. It's really sickening to think that I knew someone that went through that kind of shit. It's just disgusting. And I hope to Christ that he never used her in any of his videos. I mean, everyone knows that he was a legitimate porn director. Fuck. I also knew someone that I've known so many men. I myself have not been abused, but the amount of times I've heard of people that I knew that had to go through abuse. I've only known about 2 people. Unfortunately, they have moved, and I honestly don't know what's happened to them. I just really hope that they've moved out of that. I really hope they've moved out of the situation. I know that one of the girls who was being abused is living on her own now. She had to... I mean, she moved out as a young girl, but the one I'm talking about that I knew that had a porn director as a father, I honestly don't know what happened to her. I honestly hope that she's gotten out of the situation. I just really hope he hasn't sucked her into a trap and made her think it's okay to... I really hope to Christ that she doesn't have kids and say that dirty stuff to her children and feed that crap to her children, because if she does, it's just wrong. I really hope she got out of that situation. So that's why I'm putting this video up, because it reminded me of when I used to know her, and it's just hit a nerve, I guess. It's not nice. It's not even nice knowing that I've met someone like that, nonetheless going through it. Like, I still remember the horrible things she would even say to me. Like, because her father used to abuse her, she used to put some of the abuse onto me, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know if I should even say this on here, but I remember one particular time, you know, she would, I guess, touch me, if I had to say it. She'd be like, oh no, it's alright, you know, we were only kids, so I can't say she did that, because when you're a child, you can't really consider it touching, can you really? But we were, like, best friends back then, and she used to, like, touch me, you know, down there, whatever. You can't really call it touching. And she's like, yeah, no, it's fine, you know. My mum does it to me all the time, my dad does it to me all the time, and shit like that, and I was like, what? I think about it now, I'm like, fuck. So, I honestly wish that I'd known her at this age, so I could have told someone, you know. I really wish I had known her now, so that I could support her and change her mind on how wrong that is, because it is fucking wrong. It is sick. And I hope that her father gets put behind bars. I really do. I hope that he is behind bars, and if he isn't, maybe it's my duty to go find him, because if he carries on doing this, who knows how many children he could corrupt. Who knows how many kids he could touch and beat up, and who knows if he's not filming them right now. Who knows, you know. So I'd put it out that abuse, it upsets me so much because, in a way, she kind of passed the abuse on. She kind of, like, when I was a kid, she tried making out all those stuff was alright, and it used to affect me in a way, even though she was just a kid, you know. So I honestly hope to Christ that she hasn't got children and she's doing the same to them. Because I'm 21 now, she'd be 21 too. She'd be about 21, 22. Um, Down the route she was going, I don't know if she has kids now or not, but I really hope she escaped her father's clutches and that she's clean and that she's not teaching her kids the ways that her father was teaching her. Um, anyway, I should probably go now before this cuts out. I don't know whether I should have put this on, but it reminded me, and I hope, with all my hope inside of me, that she has found a better place, and that if she has kids, that she doesn't pollute their minds like her father polluted hers. Okay, thank you. Bye.